start. Great start.
That big right hook. The first knockdown, left hook the second time, and that's what ended it. So
it was clean. He was out.
Once again, based on the rules, as Dewey Cooper fights, and he's coming, and I think Breedy knows that, and he's coming after him.
Look for that uppercut from Polino right there.
There it is.
Uppercut again.
Halfway through this round, Michael Parenti and Peter Welch bringing you all the action here. Seconds of fight number 3.
Dangerous.
He very much is. And you know it only takes one. So Polino and Breedy deliver in our third fight.
Finding a home game going on here.
Wood in this format. As Ellis picks up the pace here.
Caught him with some clean shots.
Now, both of these guys really can't paint as welterweights in their career. So fighting at a middleweight limit, and down goes Grayton. Yet, but a lot of time for Ellis, 90 seconds to be exact, Peter.
Ellis just ate a hook there.
Very much unlike anything we've seen in pro boxing, this team combat league, team format. Final 10 seconds here of this 5th fight. And Ellis scores a second knockdown. At this point, the Destroyers have to get any sort of presence yet, and there's a little takedown.
They're going at it.
Yeah. I mean, he looks more like a light heavy.
And finish up top.
Break between the from over. Even though the Butchers have that 7-point lead, it's still far from over. You can erase once that bell rings. Very fast pace. 27-71 lead after the.
I think Breedy.
5'1" southpaw from Barbados, and he is bringing it to Esper with a bang here in the opener of the middle rounds. And this is a big opportunity for Breedy to get the Destroyers right back into this. A stoppage or a knockout results in a 10-7 round, and down goes Espertine. So as we get ready for the second bout of the launch rounds, take a look at some of the action here. Peter, what did Breedy do to just get it's that quickness?
He just found a home for that left hand. He didn't let up. Once he knew.
He's getting back in there for the first time in a little while. Going toward right now.
I got to say, I give the edge to Mitchell.
Mitchell landed a good right on that last exchange. Fights well off.
Controlling the pace, controlling the action.
Yeah.
Distance.
Vincent trying to let go with a little flurry. Here's some of the action, Peter, in this last fight.
Let's welcome the next fighters to the ring. From the DC Destroyers, Derek Davis. And for the Boston Butchers, Elijah Peugeot.
Davis is.
And he's been more active. That's not really sweating that early deficit they feel in the money rounds, depending on how these next few go. Happen. I always wonder in sports if momentum is a thing, and if you're the Destroyer, you're seeing 3 wins in a row, 4 wins in a row, and perhaps the 5th here as
he took a shot.
And you look at the Destroyers on the side, they're celebrating, they're loving it. And also, if you're a Peugeot, you just want to stay on your feet here too.
He's taking some hot.
Some of the replay action.
Yeah, the body.
The Peugeot looked good early, but
the next fighters to the ring in the welterweight division.
The power was the difference.
From the DC Destroyers, Patrick Harris, and for the Boston Butchers, Keno.
On Patrick Harris from DC. 2-0.
Right.
Now, listen, experience means something. So, and he's a 5-foot on Patrick Harris' side. That experience on Harris' side.
Keep him off.
Here for somebody to get something going and possibly
landing. They're calm coming forward.
Don't want to give the round away. It's very positive. From Nashville, New Hampshire, really coming on strong. Experience. Had a lot to tell if he slipped or got hurt. Yeah.
He's pretty off balance.
Fontenay's working the body, then back upstairs, in his weight class before turning pro. He's made his home here in Massachusetts as a pro. All of his fights have been in before making his pro debut a little bit later. Once again, Michael. Now he's starting to close the gap on King.
Yeah, King's. Not only is he tired from winging those shots.
Fontenay's unloading with King against the replay action. This is exactly what the Butchers needed after Kino Luna got a point back. And now it appears Fontenay has done the same, and maybe the Butchers can start building back that lead slowly.
And this is where a kid like Fontenay, he only has 1 round to show.
The light heavyweight from Dorchester, Mass, taking on Charles. Light heavyweight from.
Here he thought it stopped. I see him coming out of the health center, and he had an injury to his ribs. And I knew he had the fight coming up. I said, don't tell anybody.
He's yet to fight as a pro, but very accomplished amateur in Barbados. Fell just shy of medaling at the.
Well, he's checking from that distance.
Oh, yeah.
Hits him with a clean right hand from that distance.
Your next contestants from the DC.
5-3 last year with TCL, so he has the experience on this platform. One slight edge that the Destroyers. As we go into the final 8 rounds, this is highly anticipated and as action-packed as you could ask for. As we take a look back at some of the action early on there,
That was a good start.
Jabari Breedy really got it started for DC with that knockout win over Ricardo Espertine, and that's what really started the ball rolling for DC here in these
Is that
middle
the
rounds.
Barbados connection there?
Yeah, part of that Barbados connection, and then Shelly Vincent trying to get the point back. It became very tough sledding here in these middle rounds for the Boston Butchers. Jamie Mitchell got the nod over Shelly Vincent, and then as you see some of the action from that female featherweight fight. And then you had Elijah Pacho for the Butchers against Derek Davis, and Derek Davis ended up getting the nod using that size and experience to his advantage. So you had that stretch there where the Destroyers got right back in it, and all of a sudden this became a close, evenly matched contest where now each round is even more important than the last one. And then you had Kino Luna in the welterweight division against Patrick Harris. Again, Patrick Harris using his tremendous experience and edge in veteran ring savvy to get the nod over Luna. And it really didn't start turning around, Peter, for the Butchers until this next fight here, Mike Fontanez, who really turned the tide back in the Butchers' favor.
Yeah, Fontanez opened it up. Things seemed to go his way when he started hitting him with clean shots, hitting King with clean shots. And this setup, ooh, what a knockout that was. Jeez.
Charles Cox bringing back another 10-7 round for DC.
You got rid of him so fast? No, I wasn't surprised. You know, I know how much power I can throw with. I want to go in there with the mentality of open up the first round.
Is their best for the end here for these money rounds. So.
And she's from Spain. Distance really puts them together nice.
Yeah, she's starting opening up now on Vincent.
Yeah, she hurt her with that.
These final 40 seconds may be the difference. Is 45 seconds. Yeah. Just charging now. Look back at the action here between Vincent and Miranda. Again, that reach by Miranda, Peter, was the difference.
Yeah.
Also had a tough time in her first fight against the same Jennifer Miranda that we just saw. Butchers. Mitchell turning it up here against, yeah.
She's opening things up. Absolutely.
In a matchup this close. You can stay out of harm's way. If anything, Costa's still bringing the heat.
Caught her with that hook. That's the difference, is she's catching her with that hook.
Pick up the round against Jamie Mitchell.
She's bringing it.
Out there and follow that act.
Right.
Fighters in the ring from the DC Destroyers, Patrick Harris, and for the Boston Butchers, James Perella.
I never anticipated that would.
So now, as we take a look at the replay here, if in fact Perella does have the W, it's going to open up a 2-point edge. Raw outright. Whereas if Boston, you know, in just 3-0 as a pro from Dorchester, Mass, had a big win in Rhode Island in March against Devon Shelton. Just signed a long-term deal with CES Boxing, the promoter of record in New England.
Got to finish with that hook, Tep. He's landing that right hand nice, but he's not finished.
Davis, as we mentioned, one of the more seasoned TCL pros with DC, as Regis lands a big uppercut. We already referenced Davis's 6-3 record. In actuality, Davis is now 7-3 with TCL counting his win tonight. So, but Regis not faced. He's hanging in there. It's a good phone booth fight here, Peter.
Yeah.
Both guys wipe out. Coming up next,
shots.
that's a forfeit. DC really needs the point here.
He's raping him to the body there, that left hook. Tevin still got that sneaky uppercut.
Francis Hogan tees off against Nasheed Smith. In order for took on Thomas O'Toole first time around. Francis, Rashidi Elias and Michael Fox to close out the show. If Michael Fox is able to knock out Rashidi Ellis, which right now seems like tough sledding as Ellis comes out firing, but if Fox were to get a knockout, it would even the score. However, it's Rashidi Ellis sending Michael Fox through the ropes. And that is scored a knockdown, I believe. I didn't see a count, but that appeared to be a knockdown. If that's the case, this is all but in the bag for the Boston Butchers as Rashidi Ellis trying to close it out and stop where they needed a knockout just to even it out, but Rashidi Ellis came out so strong that he really